TGIF, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time on this Friday. And yes, it is a Friday morning while I'm recording this. I'm on the morning shift for one day today. As I record this in the 8 o'clock hour, here's what's going on. We had some sun early this morning. That little pocket of sunshine has shifted east of Youngstown now. It's still pretty sunny in Mercer County and Lawrence County. Got more clouds now over most of the Mahoning Valley. And yes, off to the west, we're starting to see some showers popping up on the radar from Lake Erie back through Sandusky, Lima, the Dayton area. You'll notice how quickly it clears, though, out to the west of that line. We do have a cold front on the weather map this morning, and it's easy to pick out when you take a look at the dew points. So let's take off some of this information, bring up the dew points, show you just how easy it is to find this front. The air is turning much, much drier west of our cold front, west of this line right here. This is the air that's coming in here towards the end of the day today. So as you head outside this evening, it's going to feel a lot different than this morning with these low dew points heading in. So we've got that to look forward to. But in the meantime, yeah, we're going to be dodging, it looks like, a couple of showers. Could even be a thunderstorm or two during the midday today. This is the radar in the 8 o'clock hour, and now let's focus on the future radar. I'm going to bring up our high-resolution rapid refresh model. It's a computer model that we only use in the real short term, and it helps us out a lot in the next 10 to 12 hours usually. Here's the latest version of that. This is the simulated radar product. I'm going to fast forward to a few hours from after I record this. So starting at 11 a.m., a scattering of showers lining up along our front. It looks like the beefiest action is back here towards the Columbus area at 11. And we'll go forward through the noon hour here. At noon, this is when the model consistently for the last few runs has been creating kind of a broken band, a semi-broken band of thunderstorms across parts of the Mahoning Valley and then stretching back towards Zanesville and Cambridge. Here's one in the afternoon. You know, this looks pretty impressive. Now, this probably is nothing severe, but if the model has the right idea, and it's been consistent with this, you know, right around noon, 1 o'clock, we could be dealing with a pretty good downpour with some thunder and lightning, perhaps briefly some gusty winds from Mercer County on south and west. So again, this is 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now, once we get beyond that, it looks like this will all shift east. Here's 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. There might be a leftover shower during the 2 and maybe 3 o'clock hours, but this looks maybe a little overdone to me on the backside of this. This is probably a quick hit of thunderstorms midday. It just ends, and then the sun tries to break out. This is at 4 o'clock. At this point, the dew points are going to be dropping. The sun will be breaking out, and the breeze will be picking up, and we'll finish up our rapid refresh model here at 5 p.m. And at this point, no rain. You can mow. You can do whatever you want outside for this evening. Take a look at the drop in the dew points on our computer model here. Starting this afternoon, let's forward to noon. Dew points still lower 60s here in Youngstown, but it's already dropped into the mid-50s in Columbus and into the 40s in northwest Ohio, and those low dew points are coming east. Look at the progress of things here. Here's 4 o'clock this afternoon. Dew points dropping in eastern Ohio and into western Pennsylvania as well. And finally, by this evening at 7 o'clock, dew points down in the 40s, could even be some 30s out here in southwest Ohio. So this is a much drier air mass that's coming in, and that's going to set the stage for a cooler night tonight. I think a lot of backyards will be in the upper 40s at the start of the day tomorrow. All right, so let's talk about the weekend quickly here because there's just not much to say other than it's going to be perfect tomorrow with an area of high pressure right overhead. Now, it is going to be a little below average in the temperature department tomorrow by a few degrees. Average high now is 77. We'll probably stop at 72, 73 on average tomorrow afternoon, but certainly tomorrow afternoon, you'll be hard-pressed to find a cloud anywhere. And Sunday looks just about as sunny as that. This is Sunday. Now, the difference on Sunday is, as our high moves off to the east, we're going to get a light return flow or southwest wind developing on the backside, and it is going to be warmer on Sunday. We'll have no problem getting into the 80s on Sunday, but the humidity stays low all weekend long. So despite Sunday being a warm day, the humidity will be a non-factor. That's going to change, though, early next week. Monday is a more humid day. This is a real weak front that's slipping in Monday afternoon. Could be a thunderstorm or two with that Monday afternoon and evening. That front will kind of stall somewhere around the region, and as a result of this thing just sort of waving around, flapping around across the east, real weak boundary, I think there's going to be off and on thunderstorms for a few days No washouts, it looks like, but off and on storms for the first half of next week at least. But that's not going to stop the temperature from rising each day. Here's a look at the 16-day GFS ensemble temperature outlook. Don't take these numbers verbatim because they're bound to be off by a few degrees, especially in the longer range. But we can easily pick out the trend here. The weekend starts cooler, but then middle 80s Sunday, upper 80s Monday into next week. It's not impossible that we see our first 90 of the season early next week. I don't think it's likely, but I can't rule it out either. I think there'll be several days, though, where we're in the mid-80s with plenty of humidity, real summer-like pattern setting in, and it's not going anywhere in a hurry. If the model has the right idea here, once this warm air settles in, it's here probably through the end of June. Not a lot of below-average days starting on Sunday and maybe taking us right through the end of the month. All right, that's Friday's weather for Weather Geeks. A little programming notes here. I am at a weather conference, the American Meteorological Society Broadcaster Conference next week. If the weather warrants here locally, I may record some Weather Geek videos and put them online during my off time outside of the conference. But aside from that, it'll be a quiet week from me on the social media side and on the video side. You'll still see some posts occasionally, but not as many as you're used to. Mike Joyce will have you covered this weekend on 21 News 6 and 11, and for most of next week. He'll be filling in for me. So have yourself a great weekend. Hope you enjoy the weather. Have a good, safe week next week, and I'll see you back here in about a week and a half. So thanks again for watching.